name is Stephanie Bauer. I'm in Baltimore, Maryland, looking into a shocking missing persons case. On May 3rd, 2017, 22-year-old Akia Eggleston suddenly disappeared without a trace. In the 2 years since then, investigators have interviewed 100 people, but no arrests have been made and the trail has gone cold. At the time she went missing, Akia was 8 months pregnant and already a mother to a 2-year-old. If you have any information pertaining to Akia's case, we want you to get in touch.
Akia was a ball of fire, spitfire, just like her mom. She was a dancer by heart, I believe. I believe that was her gift from God, to dance. She was very small in stature, but very big in charisma.
You couldn't ask for a better friend, a better granddaughter, a better mother. She would have been a great mother to the little boy, too. To have a loved one like that missing is terrible. Because you don't rest, you don't sleep. You always think about her. It looked like somebody done ripped my heart out.
This is a very troubling case. Akia was young, pregnant, female, just disappearing. Puts this way up there in the top few percent of difficult cases. Akia doesn't have a drug background. She was not a drinker. She was just so normal.
Detective. Stephanie.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
So this is the missing person flyer for Akia that has been out pretty much since the beginning. Last seen on May 3rd, and there's a $25,000 reward. As rewards go here in Baltimore City, it's usually in the $2,000 or $3,000 range. So 25 is significant.
Does it maybe have something to do with the fact that she was pregnant, so we're technically talking about 2 lives?
Right. That she was 8 months pregnant. We know from the medical records that it was a high-risk pregnancy. Yes.
With the announcement of that reward, were you hoping that would have started more tips coming in? Did it?
No. The other thing we have is bank footage. We know she was in the bank on May 3rd and withdrew some money.
So that is May 3rd, last time she was seen on camera or by anyone that we know of.
We know she was wearing that green top. This bank is in the Inner Harbor in Baltimore.
And now it says that she made a transaction, 572. So that's a big chunk of money to take out, $572.
Right. For Akia to withdraw that amount of cash was unusual. In the afternoon into the evening is our critical time.
Do you have a particular person that we think, okay, this is our line to go with?
No, we have a group of people that we're still looking at, a dozen such people. What always comes up is, who's the father of the unborn child? Mm-hmm. Now, we believe we know who that is.
Did you speak to him?
Sure.
And how did that go?
We can't really get into all that, but we've spoken to him. We've spoken to other people. In that house, there was another roommate. There were some people that would stay there for periods of time. We've tracked all of that down, and we've probably interviewed 100 people.
So you're expecting foul play?
At this point, if I sat here and said we're not expecting foul play, we are. I can't stress enough that she just disappeared.
Why was Akia withdrawing so much money, and what relevance does it have to her disappearance?
They say that time heals all things, but time can't heal what you don't know. Every day we get up, we're thinking about what happened to her, and you wake up and you do it all again, and it's just it's a continuous cycle of hurt.
To understand the family's perspective, I'm visiting Akia's stepfather, Sean. Hi, Stephanie. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you finally. Thank you. Welcome to our home.
Thank you. Sean, I see you've got all these pictures of Akia here. Which one's your favorite?
Oh, this one.
Why?
This was like almost like the first time I actually met her at her grandmother's house. She came outside and she gave me a big old hug and we just started playing on the sidewalk.
I get the sense that she really loved being around her family.
She did.
She had a baby shower coming up. What was she hoping for this baby shower?
Well, the baby shower is one of those things that's supposed to bring joy and happiness to everyone that she paid for. And the day of the party, friends and family began to show up and Akia never did. So at some point, her friends went to her place of residence to find her not there. So that was on May the 7th. On May the 8th, which was a Monday, they reported her missing. And on May the 9th is when I found out that she was missing.
So is there any reason she wouldn't show up for her baby shower?
Not any reason I know.
She was 22, so she must have had social media accounts.
Absolutely.
Was she super active on them before she went missing?
Every day.
So then what happened?
Nothing. The last post that she had for anything, whether it was texting, posting, emails, or anything, was May 3rd.
Do you have the last things we could see?
This is the one that gets me every time. It says, "I really wish my mother was here." Her mom passed away from breast cancer even before she was even able to meet her first grandchild.
But this is interesting. So it's April 28th, 2017, so just a few days before she went missing. What if she was just sad about her mother? What if she could have just either done something to herself or moved away to start a new life? What do you think about that?
There's one factor that I always throw in there that is the greater denominator than depression, and that is her daughter.
So you're saying she would never leave her
Never.
daughter? Because
Never.
her daughter is still very much alive, very
Yes.
much still with the family.
Yes. And for the fact of the matter is that, let's look at her medical condition. 8 months pregnant, she had a breached baby. She could barely walk, she was on bed rest, she wasn't working. So there are no things in there that would make any of us feel that she would just get up and walk away on her own.
She kind of became different after her mom died. She wasn't as happy like she used to be. Her friends meant everything. They actually, in her mind, became her family. But I would say most of her friends were not really friends.
After hearing about her mother's death, I want to understand the impact it had on Akia. So I'm visiting her aunt, Zenobia.
Zenobia, what was it like for Akia after her mother passed? How did she handle it?
At first, we really didn't see her grieve, per se. We started to see her act out. Like, she became really rebellious against her stepfather.
And her mother left her an inheritance.
I think it was $20,000.
Did Akia tell people, like her friends, that she got a big lump of money?
She did. I told her, like, you have to be careful because as soon as someone wants something and you have it, they're gonna take it and they're gonna keep taking it until you have nothing left. She would have people in and out of her house, like these so-called friends, and they took advantage of her.
The person that she claimed was the baby's father, were they actually boyfriend and girlfriend?
No.
What was the, no, okay.
So, not to my knowledge, no.
Were they gonna try to work things out, move into a new apartment together?
No, she was not moving out of her property at that moment.
Her last moments that we know about are actually at the bank pulling out money. What do you think that money was for? To get a deposit on a new place?
No, she definitely wouldn't do that.
When I went over there and visited her, at that time, it didn't look like she was moving. Wasn't no boxes of stuff packed up. I talked to her every other day, and if she was moving out, she would have told me, Grandma, I'm planning on moving to such and such place. This never was mentioned.
Hey, Cece.
Hi.
How are you? I'm Stephanie.
Nice to meet you.
I want to know more about what was going on in Akia's life directly before she disappeared. So I'm meeting her close friend, Cece.
What was kind of going on in her life in the moments leading up to her disappearance? Was she in a good state of mind? Was she having drama?
She was very positive. She was very excited about the baby, especially for him to be a boy. And she was excited about moving and just getting better with life.
Okay. So I hope you can clear up the moving thing. You just said moving. Was she definitely moving into a new spot?
Yes.
Okay. Was she moving in with anybody, or was she going to go out on her own?
She was going to move in with her child's father.
What was the last point on May 3rd that she said, "I am moving in with my unborn baby's father"?
Literally in a message around 5 p.m.
And do you have that text?
Yes, she actually reached out to another friend. Here you go.
Akia wrote, trying to be out by May 10th. I get the keys today, and it says, who are you moving with? She says, my baby's father. So yeah, I mean, they're clear as day. It says, so he's been with you at your house now? And she wrote back, yes. So it sounds like if she's gonna move in with her baby's father, they were doing okay. They weren't fighting, they were like in a good spot in their relationship?
From my understanding, yes, very okay.
Had she ever talked about turmoil with him?
Not exactly per se with him.
Okay.
From females from his past, yes. Or current females.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Do you think he played a part in her disappearance at all?
I can't put nothing past nobody.
Have you tried to look for him or find him?
I did. I tried to reach out, but when I started getting avoided, my temper really got the best of me. So I haven't heard from him since.
The assumed father of Akia's unborn child has not been charged with any offense in connection to her disappearance, nor named as a suspect.
We want to stress, as far as Akia's movements on that last day, that the Inner Harbor is in play. But then we think she went home, back to her house in Cherry Hill.
Is this a bad area?
No. Doesn't have a good reputation, but bad, no. Cherry Hill has never really deserved the reputation it has.
Detective McLarney believes the layout of the apartments in Cherry Hill are key to figuring out what happened to Akia.
That's the rear door. She's on the end.
This is the first time I'm seeing the back door here.
And he's sharing his theory for the very first time.
Maybe that's how you would carry larger items out.
See, I didn't even think of that. I didn't even know the back door existed, but that would make sense. That's what you guys are working with right now.
Right. A lot of people seem to use their back door.
And there's a lot of space back there too, and it's right by the dumpsters.
Right. The dumpsters are important.
You think they are?
Well, we've had other cases like that. So Akia lived in this unit, it's the end unit. We've learned that a lot of people use the front door and the back door, and there's plenty of parking here.
So you could pull right up?
Yes. We believe that she was actively moving around the 3rd. We believe that some, like, furniture was moved out around the time that all these events were occurring on the 3rd.
So this back door really is on full display for all the neighbors here. Anybody could come right down these steps, have the dumpsters at their full use right there, and a getaway car, so to speak.
It looked like she just popped up and moved out. I couldn't believe it. Ain't no way in the world this girl could have moved this stuff out this place. I seen how she walked. She barely could walk.
And the fact of the matter is, she was 8 months pregnant, supposed to be on bed rest, couldn't walk. Someone had to have helped her move that stuff.
She wasn't moving that stuff, no.
The first thing that I saw when you walked through the door was a mop and bucket at the end of the stairs. When we hit up the stairs, we saw a big hole in her wall. Then as we went to her room, the bed was still there, the dresser was gone, and all of her clothes were removed from the closet.
So the fact that no one's come forward yet to say, I'm the one that helped her, is very suspicious, because why wouldn't you?
Yes, why?
Coming right here to the dumpsters, there's furniture here now. I mean, anybody could have come through the front or the back and dumped anything in there.
Yes.
How important do you think those dumpsters were?
Could some of the property that's missing or a body have been put in the dumpsters and made its way elsewhere without it being detected? Yes. With her medical condition, she could have been murdered in here without creating any evidence of a struggle. She may have sustained a minor injury that then, because of her situation, caused her death.
Whatever happened on that fateful day, it feels like the person or people helping Akia to move may have crucial information.
If you have anything about Akia, back then, we would like to talk to you. But we are really interested in people who made observations, perhaps down in the Cherry Hill or Inner Harbor area on May 3rd, 2017.
I love my granddaughter. I miss my granddaughter. My husband miss her. My whole family miss her. And I know her child is missing her.
I'm asking if anyone knows anything to please speak up.
100 people have been interviewed, and there are still a dozen persons of interest in this case.
We want to hear from you if you have any information from May 3rd or after about Akia's last movements. Did you see anyone moving large items out of this residence at Cherry Hill? Please let us know if you have any new clues or theories pertaining to this case. You can continue to follow the story at oxygen.com, and we'll release more information as we're able to as new leads come to light.